Hello and welcome to Before Our Friends Die. You're joined by me, Kahvan, and this is the akhi&saltfish Digital Network. Now, you can see I'm joined by Brittaney.
Hi.
If you remember Brittaney from episode 1, Lunar New Year, this is 2 years ago we had this conversation. And if you're wondering, yes, we're still together. Put my legs up, make sure everyone knows we're getting real comfortable in this episode, discussing Lunar New Year Part 2. But more importantly, there's a few things we've got to pick up on, right? Because obviously it's 2 years later. Then we were in the year of the tiger. Now it's the year of the...
Dragon.
Year of the dragon. And, you know, I can't wait to get stuck into this conversation and really begin to unpick, you know, what we left on the table last time.
Indeed.
Yeah?
I think we've got a taste test coming up, haven't we?
We have got a taste test. Do you remember? So if you tuned into part 1, which, by the way, I'll link down below in the description wherever you're listening to this, a really, really great episode that introduces Lunar New Year to the audience. Tells you a bit about the history and how do I say, what's that monster called again? What's that?
Nien.
Nien?
Yep.
Nien. It's like a dragon monster
Beast,
beast thing that, what happened to it?
Started all, well, it was back in the days where they trying to scare away this beast, Nien. So they started having rituals where they banging loud, you know, clanging their pots and pans, making loud noises, fireworks, sticking red banner posters around everywhere to scare him away, and that's how it all started, really.
And so when you think back to COVID and the pandemic and the banging of the pots and pans, that was almost a Chinese ritual.
Yeah. I mean, noise and loud banging is like celebration of things, isn't it?
Yeah. So one of the things we mentioned in the last episode as well, I say the last episode, in the first ever episode of Before Our Friends Die, was around red packets. And red packets are specifically for married couples, right?
Yep. Yeah.
So no red packets on this episode, just to be clear. No, but on a serious note, it was a really, really informative episode. And I honestly, looking back, it was a really great time. And it was a really great thing to start and kick this network off with, that real cultural cohesion between myself being who I am, Brittaney being who she is, and Rachel being who he is. And we also spoke about some of the similarities and differences between the religions on the network, as Rachel is a Muslim. I've mentioned Rachel. You may be wondering where he is, and he's taking a break from the network. He's actually living his absolute best life, isn't he, Brittany?
He is, absolutely.
He's training super hard. He's doing gym life, and I'm so proud of him, so pleased for him. And make sure you go out and reach out and wish him luck, because he's doing amazing things with his life.
Absolutely.
Right. So, where do we start with Lunar New Year conversation part 2? So there's one thing we've got to address right now, and obviously it is this ritual fortune cookies. If you didn't know, these are available in Costco for a very, very reasonable price. But these are, they're symbolic, right? They mean something.
They do. So the shape of these, we'll show you in a bit. The shape of these little, what do you call them, cookies are the shape of, we call it like yun bowl in Cantonese. So like like a money, basically a block of gold, basically, back in the days. And it symbolizes wealth, obviously, and health, basically. And obviously, I'm sure you all know, once you crack that open, chew it, bite it, whatever you want to do, there's a little paper slip in the middle that tells you your prothesis or luck of the year, if you want to.
I've cracked mine open because I'm impatient. But it says, hope your day is sunshine and flowers with happy thoughts to fill the house.
Oh, ain't that nice? Anything to say about that? Any elaborate?
I mean, there's no sunshine right now because it is the evening. But symbolically, I have had some sunshine in my life today. It's Friday.
Yeah.
So that's always good to lift the house. And okay. Fill the house. Let's do it.
Because the shape of the cookies look like a yun bowl, basically, or dumpling, a yun bowl, like something you got a lot of gold in it. So crack it, open it, and let's have a look.
If anyone noticed, I didn't eat mine, by the way, because they've got dairy in them. I'm lactose intolerant.
So, wow, deep. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Yeah. Yeah, it means quite a bit, isn't it?
Making my way downtown.
Kahvan and I were both doing Couch to 5K challenge, and that means a lot, because I'm struggling.
Why are you struggling? Let's go. Let's unpick that a little bit. What do you mean you're struggling? What's going on? Tell the audience.
I personally am not a great runner, and we're currently doing week 5, which is like a 5-minute run, isn't it? And that was hard. I was basically crawling on the floor, just step at a time, keep going through it, just do it 5-minute run, and that's it. But I did really well so far. Keep it going. So yeah, step at a time.
Not that I'm competitive, but just in comparison, how was I doing?
I'm doing great, to be fair. You kept on going, did not stop. Oh my god. Did not stop, was flying across on a treadmill.
That's not entirely accurate, but I'll take it.
We're doing better than me, at least.
Well, you know, I think you know, we both have ups and downs. I mean, there's been a few Mondays where I've said, nah, listen, I don't know if I can complete this. I think that's accurate, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we've done is we've unpicked the fortune cookies.
Yep.
Because they're an important piece of this celebration era, right? And it takes around a week worth of celebrations? Is that fair?
Yeah, about that.
And by the way, if you're watching this, it's Lunar New Year from like tomorrow, isn't it?
Tomorrow, yeah. Tomorrow's the first day.
So tomorrow's the first day. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What we've got planned for tomorrow?
Tomorrow we're heading to London to look at Chinatown with the decorations or some markets around it to hopefully get some Chinese New Year vibes going on.
And what are we anticipating seeing in Chinatown? Like
It'll be ram. It'll be ram. Everyone will be lanterns everywhere, that's for sure. Probably, I don't know if there'll be one bit. Probably some dragon lion dance. No, lion dance, not dragon lion dance. Lion dance and a lot of sale going on, a lot of food going on. Smells great, hopefully. And yeah, it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
So I can't remember if I mentioned this earlier, but it's the year of the dragon, right?
Yep.
And what does that actually mean? To someone like me, I've never been immersed in this, well, not fully anyway. I've lived in China for a little while, but not really immersed in this side of the celebration. So what does the year of the dragon mean?
So it doesn't really mean anything, to be personally honest. It's just a symbolic of how the year goes, because we mentioned, didn't we, last time? There's 12 animals in so it's like a zodiac.
Yeah, when was you born?
Mine's the year of a tiger, and you're the year of ox.
Stubborn, tough, strong.
And obviously the year goes on with the order, and we were in the year of the rabbit last year. Now we're year of the dragon, so it just goes on basically. It's more for people in different zodiacs. So, for example, me as a tiger, how does my year affected by the year of dragon? For example, some people, I don't know what year they are, they might be more unlucky, or they're more prone to losing money, or prone to accidents, this kind of thing. Obviously, again, it's all hypothesis, not actual fact, but it's just a myth basically to look into.
Well, William Isaac Thomas, back in the day, he said, if you believe something to be true, it will have real consequences. Mm-hmm. So if we genuinely believe right now this house was on fire, what would we do?
Jump at the window.
We'd leave the house.
Yeah.
So if you genuinely believe, as somebody, for example, who is born in the year of the ox and is now entering into the year of the dragon, like, enter the dragon, that it's going to be a bad year for you, then, you know, it may well be a bad year for you. But equally, we want to inject some positivity.
Yes.
And with that in mind, if you're having a bad year, you might need some medicine. Just like the entry. You might need some medicine. And you may remember in the episode 1 or Lunar New Year part 1, Brittany spoke of the phrase "target daily."
Yeah.
It's accurate.
Yeah. Kind of.
I've got a good teacher. So target daily, and that's all about if you have big tangerines, and this is not a euphemism, then you have luck.
Yeah, we've got a lot of money, because again, it looks like the shape of the gold back in the days.
And in here is something Brittany referenced 2 years ago around her grandfather and her father putting tangerines into salt.
Yep.
To basically cure, and they become medicine. Now, the date on that is what?
Oh, 19th of Feb, 2022.
So almost 2 years ago now. And we haven't opened this since we did it.
No.
Although I have cleaned it because it was mad dusty. So open it.
Soak in salt, by the way. So just
no liquid, just salt, right?
Yeah, just salt. Just the pure tangerines with the peels on, and then obviously wash and clean, and then pop it in there with salt. Fermenting. Let's have a look, shall we? I'm just gonna get a steady surface. Oh, not open.
It's a shame we don't have smell-o-vision, but I'm gonna smell it and I'm gonna report back.
Oh.
What?
Smells like it.
What? What does it smell like?
The normal, well, not normal, but how it's supposed to smell.
I'm a bit
But
nervous,
probably a
not
bit
gonna
fresh still. Because the ones I have at home, they're like 10 years old. So these are obviously quite young ones, younglings still.
It doesn't smell bad at all. What does it smell like?
Citrusy and salty.
No, it almost smells licoricey. So you know how
Probably
licorice
less
is
bitter.
yeah, it smells just like licorice actually.
Yeah.
So what do you do? Put your hand in,
Of course not. You get a spoon and scoop it out in it.
scoop out the orange.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Right.
Move this out of the way.
I'm going to move this mic a little bit forward so you can all still hear me.
Hopefully you can stay in shot. I don't know. Again, I can't really see the shot, so
Yeah.
let's play this out by ear. But what are you doing? Just do you got to do? Move the chair as well. You can move the chair. Okay, so if you're listening, what Brittany's doing right now is she's getting a teaspoon, which might be the wrong spoon on reflection.
Oh, well.
But she's getting a teaspoon. Did you just wipe that with a dirty tissue?
No, it's clean. Where's the tangerine?
I'm not sure that tissue was clean, but we're gonna roll with it. Okay, so she's scooping out some of the salt. Do you want to spin it round so you can see where the tangerine is?
I can see
Oh, you got it. We got one, yeah. Watch out, make sure you're not rubbing the mic. So she's scooping out. I have no idea how this looks right now on camera, but
yeah, I probably can't see it. But
what we're doing right now is scooping out a tangerine. Shit, it's quite moist. Oh my god! Hold that up to the camera.
Hang on.
That's grey almost.
It's supposed to look dark because obviously fermented in it, fermented. So all the water has been extracted from the tangerine. I think of when you have
It's gonna be a
salt water, you
journey.
gargle salt water, isn't it? So it's
Into the mic.
just
Into the mic. Into
Oh.
the mic.
Or if you think of you have a salt water, you gargle salty water. So basically, similar idea to be honest. So I'm gonna pop the salt back in place.
So I've been feeling a little bit ropey over the last 24 hours actually, as it
I
happens.
can't say it will cure your sore throat, alright. Just saying it alleviates.
So what is this like? Herbal medicine.
Alleviates the symptom.
Okay, fair enough. So we need some hot water.
Yeah, I'm just gonna close this back up. Yeah.
I had a flask. Oh, it's in front of you. Okay, cool. There's a flask there with hot water. We're going to add it to it, and I'm literally going to take a sip on camera. But anyway, in the meantime, one of the things that obviously came up out of our conversation, Brittany, was around the terminology of Lunar New Year.
Yeah.
And that, what do you personally call this celebration?
Chinese New Year.
Chinese, into the mic, please. So Chinese New Year.
Year.
And, you know, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Smell it.
Yeah, listen, it smells
Citrusy.
like licorice, but I'm not gonna lie, it looks a bit.
You're gonna squash it with hot water, and it will.
It's fine. Add hot water. I'll do it. You know, I've eaten a scorpion once, so I can definitely drink this.
Fine.
I used to drink Ray and Nephew as well, so I can certainly drink this. Don't recommend drinking Ray and Nephew as well if you want to remember the rest of your night. Let's give it a go.
Hot water in.
But don't let me forget, I was talking about the language, yeah. So I don't know if you can see, but there's legit steam. This is legit hot water.
Experiment, isn't it?
That's a big cup. I only wanted a little bit. I'm a bit nervous. I don't get nervous. I'm getting a bit shaky, you know what I mean?
Don't be shaky, it's only tangerine.
Alright, come on, let's this is not making good viewing, so let's speed up the process.
Yeah. Right, do you want to have a little try of it? Ooh.
Yeah, sure.
Can I sip first, so just know you're safe to have it?
So just so you know, Brittany's prepared this whole drink. If anything happens to her, it's got nothing to do with me.
It's literally salt and a bit tangerine. You can't taste tangerine. A hint of it, but it's not old enough. That's why you can't taste properly. But you can taste the end of it. And your throat feels all tingly because of the salt.
Man.
Come on, man. It's
That
not
is
that bad.
salty as hell, man.
It's supposed to happen.
Alright.
Now, tangerine is quite dark as well because all the moisture has been sucked out. Yeah. That's how it's supposed to
They
look.
can't see in the camera, yeah? No, they can't see in the cup, I mean.
Sorry. It's quite dark than a normal tangerine, obviously. But it's supposed to be like that.
All right, I'm gonna keep at it. I'm gonna finish this before the end of the show because commitment and all that. So we're 18 minutes in, and one thing I wanted to talk about is language, Brittany.
Yeah.
So obviously, I've been calling it Lunar New Year in an effort to be inclusive, but is that realistic? Is that accurate, or what?
It just depends where you're from, isn't it? Like, there's nothing really wrong to calling either names. It's just where you're from. That's all. Too salty for you.
That is super
What's
salty.
Salt.
Yeah, liquid salt, as we say. I read about the sunshine. That's all fine. Okay, so one of the things we spoke about last time as well was some of the things that you almost wish you could do, but obviously you live in the UK and it's not a predominant holiday here, and thus you don't get the opportunity to do those things.
Yeah.
So, what can I do as a partner
to
improve your experience while celebrating the Chinese New Year?
I think is to not accompany, but join in the celebrations, like go to the markets that have been held by the community. Because I've shown Kahvan quite a few list of things that are happening across the UK. Obviously, we're not going to every single one, but ones that are nearby us, I think we should definitely go because they're quite interesting. And obviously, it represents the community in entire UK, which is quite hard to come by sometimes because it takes the time to organise it, manpower, all that kind of stuff. And I do want to feel more involved in this celebration because like today I was supposed to call my parents or grandparents because they had a dinner with the family before the New Year actually happened, and I just didn't manage to get time because I would work, so I feel quite bad about that. But obviously the things I can't afford to make it happen, but as long as you're accompanying me to attend these celebrations outside of work area, then I'm happy with that.
And is saying Shini and Kuala, is that good enough, or should I learn more? Should I be better?
Probably start learning a few more phrases now because we've been there for 3 years, so probably learn a few more phrases.
Yeah.
That's numbers.
1, 2, 3.
That's not Chinese New Year, but hey ho. I'll teach one more. Shall I? One more.
Go on, teach me.
恭喜發財. That's a common one.
恭喜發財.
Not 恭喜，恭喜發財。
恭喜發財.
Do again.
恭喜發財.
Not 恭喜發財.
No, because if I start there, that's not realistic, is it? 恭喜發財.
Yeah.
恭喜發財.
Choi. Yeah. Choi. So basically it means that congratulations to you and hopefully you get a lot of money.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a common phrase we do in our culture. We do, I'm not sure you realise, but 大吉大利,恭喜發財, they're all four-worded phrases, and a lot of those things in our culture we try to say to our elders, to the family members, your siblings, to celebrate each other, isn't it? And there's so much more to learn as well.
So actually, one of the interesting things that's happened over the last 2 years since the first episode, there's been a massive migration of Hong Kongers to the UK.
Massive, yeah.
And one of the things that I haven't picked up on is around how that shaped the sort of cultural celebrations we have in the UK. And I don't mean that in a broad sense, but I mean like communities coming together and celebrating it more. Is that something you've picked up on? Or
Definitely. There's a lot more celebration across the UK, which is fabulous, I think, because you can go to different cities and you can see a hint of my community in the UK, which is great. Hearing the language, seeing the things that I'm used to when I was young, it's just a heartwarming thing, I think.
So you said that you've found these different events around the UK, and I said I hadn't found them. So where are you looking? And where should I be looking, I guess, if we want to know more?
Good question. I have it on my phone, but I think I can't remember my head. I'm just focusing on more Hong Kong society, really. There's quite a few Chinese New Year markets, something called Hong Kong March, remember correctly, something like that. And also something else, Chinese. I just look up on Instagram and it comes up to my head. That's all. The
algorithm.
Source. I can send it to you, obviously, but where to look for these things as well. But I can't remember my head.
Okay, so one of the questions I asked you last time was around what could your workplace do to support you celebrating the Chinese New Year? And what happened is you referenced, being able to get a little bit of time off to celebrate it and really make the most of the occasion. That would be important to you. And you even referenced, getting a bit of money which I thought was bold and brave, and I commend you for that. But
It's unrealistic now.
one of the things we've done is at work, I've taken that suggestion
Have you?
to some influential people, and they've basically tasked me with exploring it and even asked the whole staff body what they think. And there was a generally positive feel around celebrating different occasions throughout the year to mark the celebrations of the staff.
Yeah.
So where you work right now, you work within the healthcare system.
Yep.
Lunar New Year is tomorrow.
Yep.
Have you seen anything about it?
No, nothing at all. I haven't seen anything on newsletters, which is quite upsetting because it's quite a big celebration. But it might come on Monday. Never knows.
Yeah,
they
true,
might
that
have some
perspective.
meals or something on Monday, but I haven't seen anything yet, which is quite sad.
So I asked some colleagues if they've got any questions, and one of the questions that came through was, I'm really interested to know about how the communities that celebrate Lunar New Year feel about people from outside of the community getting involved in the celebrations. Do they like this? Is this something they are comfortable with?
Oh yeah, everyone's welcome, man. Everyone's welcome. We're in UK, everyone's included. Everyone's is happy to include you and educate and celebrate together. There's no qualms about that.
So you wouldn't feel like if they did get involved, they'd be imposing themselves on your sort of cultural understandings or lived experiences?
No, we're here to share experience knowledge, isn't it? We're not here to, this is my boundary, you can't come to my own area. No. We should all share the information and what we do in our cultures are we good to share, I think. Yeah.
So you'd be quite pleased if they
Absolutely,
if they did get stuck in.
yeah. It's good to I think also ask questions, get stuck in, experience the food, the clothes, the celebration, get involved in dragon dance if you can. I think they're all fantastic experience. I think you really enjoy it.
Okay, nice. Well, that's that question cleared up. Any other questions, please do not forget to email akhi&saltfish@gmail.com. We're always there monitoring the inbox and making sure we ask the questions to future guests if it's relevant. So one of the things that we've touched on in this episode so far, a consistent theme has been around food. So we've had the filtering cookies.
Yeah.
We've had this wonderful concoction that we're going to sip of.
I'm not sure I like that, to be honest, but
Oh, it's the salt, man. It's the actual salt. Like, it's killing me. I feel
but
like.
see what I mean, like the gargling sort of water. There's a similar effect to it. Obviously, don't spit it out, but just keep drinking it.
No, I won't spit it out.
Detox as well.
Is it?
Yeah, and you're supposed to eat the tangerine at the end, but obviously I don't think you will have it because you've too much for you.
Do you know what? I'm going to eat the tangerine now. I'm not going to drink the salt water because I feel like the salt
Too
water.
much.
So I'll eat it with the skin on.
Yeah, possibly, yeah.
All right. Let's get stuck in.
Yeah. I'm scared, man. It's fine.
Wish me luck. Wish me luck in Cantonese.
I don't know what to say. Good luck.
Yeah, say good luck in Cantonese.
Gayao.
Gayao. We'll just take a bite, yeah?
Yeah.
Woo!
Small bite if you wish.
Oh no!
Make a tissue for you.
Okay.
Sure.
Yo, that is. Oh my god! There is so much salt.
It's what's supposed to happen.
Yeah, I feel like I'm about to have a cramp everywhere. Give you 5 minutes. Good. I feel like I'm a celebrity.
To be fair, it's alright. This is quite mild. Weaklings.
Right. So anyway, back to food. Yeah, back to food. Okay. So what are some of the best dishes that come to your mind when we talk about Lunar New Year? And I mean, like, don't pander to me being in the UK.
No.
Go real deep. Go home, Hong Kong.
I'm
Top
going to
food.
say it all in Cantonese because I don't know what in English are. So there's something called abalone, so bao yu. It's like a seafood, which is quite a prestige seafood. We rarely have it kind of thing. We have that. So we have a lot of things in a massive pot we call pot and choy. So where there are layers of food on top of each other, basically, a massive mountain. We all share the food together as family. So there will be shrimp, prawns, or ha, we call it Cantonese ha. Ngor zheng, so duck's foot, We have mushrooms, Chinese mushroom. They're quite thick and juicy. They're different ones, the UK ones. We have some called fat choy, some sort of black seaweed things. Also have oyster sauce on top. We will have what you cover as well. Some lettuce on the side and some noodles on the bottom, fancy at the bottom, the vermicelli noodles.
Solid.
Also a bit of chicken at the bottom as well, politely chopped in a massive pot, basically. We got that. We also have, what do we have? It's like a feast, basically. So we eat basically everything. And what my grandma usually does it because it's my favorite food. But Kahvan probably don't like it because it's pork. Because it's pork skin with curry sauce and fish balls. That's my favorite. Gala yudan with jupe. My favorite food. Absolutely love it. It's full of gelatin. I know you probably don't like pork or whatever, but I absolutely love it. It's like jelly, so chewy. It's not chewy, but like bouncy. With curry sauce, with fish balls and potatoes, basically. So think of curry, chips with curry sauce, that kind of vibe, if that makes sense to you. But that's obviously more saucier in Hong Kong and probably different flavour palettes and less spicy and all that. But it's really nice. I love it. That's what we do.
Bad man not eat pork.
I love it. It's so nice.
But no, that does sound. It sounds. The word I can describe is it sounds authentic.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I've ever seen.
They don't have it here. None of that. It's all sweet and sour chicken. That's it.
So okay, if we were to, and I'm not asking you to sort of de-authenticate your culture, right?
Yeah.
But if someone like that person who asked the question was interested in getting involved and celebrating and getting stuck in, what could they order from perhaps their local takeaway that might give them a taste of the Chinese New Year?
It's hard to say because the food they have on the menu are so, takeaway is not like a feast festival, so it's hard to say what to order. I would say go to a proper restaurant and Chinese restaurant to eat it, because those got more options which are more nicely prepared and give you more nicer environment to eat as well. Because I don't think chicken chow mein these are Chinese New Year staples at all. But obviously they are in the UK. What I would say, prawns would be a good idea. Because prawns mix means that you're always laughing in Chinese, like ha. It sounds similar to laughing, ha 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 ha, laughing. So ha and ha sounds very similar. Shrimp and the way you laugh sounds similar. So that could be a good synonym in terms of Chinese New Year.
What's the connection there? Like, does that mean something?
So ha, obviously shrimp, and the laughing noise, ha 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 ha, sounds similar. So the more prawns you eat, the more happy you are, basically.
Right. Okay.
That's a connection. I think also cake would be good, but obviously I'm not sure do you have a Chinese New Year cakes around your area, but I'm currently making like a we call Lin Gou. It's a sugar-based, coconut milk-based pudding. So it's again cake. Go in Cantonese also sounds similar to go. Another word go means like tall and high. So the more cake you eat, the higher, taller, the more wealthy. Everything's go higher and higher, basically. So that also represents, wealth and growth and prosperity, that kind of stuff as well.
Sorry, I feel like I need to be open with the audience here. You might see me struggling to like concentrate. Yeah,
it's too much salt.
I legit feel like I'm about to have a heart attack.
Have some water.
Yeah.
Have some water.
Oi, the way this has got all up in my arteries. Just to be clear, yeah. This is all salt. The whole jar, the whole mason jar is salt. And these tangerines have been in there for 2 years absorbing all that salt. And it's called Tangerine Medicine. But boy, my chest.
Cleans you good, innit? Cleans you good.
Well, thanks for that information with regards to the food.
Yeah. Well, actually, if you go to bubble tea shop as well, I'm sure they have some sort of cakes or some drinks that are Chinese New Year, special or something. I'm sure they have some of those as well to have some. with in terms of different colours, or because the red obviously is a quite a symbolic colour for Chinese New Year, which represents luck. So the more red food you eat, probably be better as well.
So you're saying this is luck, yeah?
Yes, yeah. I'm supposed to wear red clothes tomorrow as well, but I don't have any red clothes, unfortunately. So it is what it is.
It is what it is. Okay, so just wrapping it up then. What I wanted to do is talk about modernity.
Yeah.
So you've spoken a lot about the elders.
Yeah.
And about how this tradition is long steeped in history.
Yeah.
But I've been China.
Yeah.
I've been Hong Kong.
Yeah.
And it's a very, very modern place.
Yeah.
Where I went, I should say, obviously there's sort of still villages there that stay remained in history. But generally speaking, it's quite modern, right?
It is, yeah.
Okay. So I've been doing a little bit of research on the modern observations of Lunar New Year.
Yep.
And it talks about virtual red envelopes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Is that a thing?
It is a thing. Personally, I'm not keen on that because I prefer actual cash in my hand, you know what I mean? Rather than cha-ching on my phone. It doesn't feel the same, honestly. And we kind of have to ask for it before we get it, not a automatic transaction from my parents or from my grandparents, basically. So I prefer the cash, and I put envelope. It feels more real. But obviously nowadays things have developed, isn't it? Things have moved on, and saving paper, saving the climate change and kind of thing. So if people are going through more electronically, money, which is more friendly to environment.
I want to get your thoughts as well on virtual family reunions.
Oh, that's literally me. It's gives you a hand in terms of reunion family, isn't it? But obviously it's not, as we were the same thing, rather being in the same room, being in the same atmosphere, hearing the language, those are quite important to me. So it's good to, get that access still, but I do still prefer face-to-face meetings and meetups and dinner time, because the banter, the gossip is different.
And it says about social media campaigns to do with Lunar New Year. Is that something you see a change in your social media? I know you follow a lot of sort of Hong Kong people.
Social media campaign in terms of what? To raise funds or whatever.
Awareness.
About what? Chinese New Year?
Yeah.
I haven't seen. There's a lot. I've mostly seen like markets that have been holding around UK. I haven't seen actual campaigns wise to raise money or whatever. But there are a lot more workshops, shall we say, recently about educate the history of Chinese New Year, the history of why doing what we're doing now, kind of thing, which is helpful, I think.
Is there any, finally to close us out, is there any sort of family traditions you can share with us?
Family traditions. So I can't remember when I last spent Chinese New Year in Hong Kong, so I'm going back in my memories.
It's kind of sad, isn't it?
It's kind of sad, yeah.
We need to make that happen then. We need to put it on the list.
Absolutely, make that happen again, because there's a key memory from my back in the days. I loved it as well. And I see literally all my family, my dad's side, my mum's side, the external family, everybody. So yeah, I just remembered getting up really early on the first day of New Year, so maybe tomorrow. Get dressed, look nice, wearing red clothes, very proper. I was wearing like proper nice boots, leggings, and proper like good looking stuff. Never wear only once a year really. And then go out to the family across Hong Kong. So all the family, I go see them, each of them one by one, and then go sit down for a while, have a nice little snack from them, see a family, have a chat. And we also have a lot of sugary snacks as well. So obviously the more sweetness you have in the beginning of the year gives you more luck and good start of the year, really, basically.
I suppose it balances out all the salt as well.
You'll have that daily anyways. It's only when you're ill, so it'll be fine.
Joking.
So a lot of sugary snacks, which I love as well. I love this thing called tong linzi, like the sugar coated lotus seeds. Oh, it tastes amazing, but it's a lot of sugar in it, so it's not healthy for you. So yeah, we got to do that. So we spent an entire day basically going around to everyone's family to have a sit down, have a chat, and then next get red pocket, next, and keep going and going and going until day's end.
You don't shower, right?
Yeah, not supposed to shower, but I don't think we follow that tightly anymore. I was supposed to doing more cleaning the day before Chinese New Year. So today is the day. So Kahvan, we're gonna get our hands together and clean a house before tomorrow hits. You know, because that's gonna be happening. But yeah, I want to clean your house, make sure everything's clean, ready for the new year to come, and all that. But yeah, I think we're quite slacking on that terms.
I'm not even going to show what the house looks like. This house is a temple.
It's fine. It could be better. That's all. But yeah, but I recommend this movie. I watched a few times now. I literally have cried every time I watch it. It's so emotional.
Turning red.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. It's my language. It's my culture, and it's the characters in there. It just reminds me of my family. That's all I'm gonna say.
Which one's which?
You watch it, you know it.
Okay. Well, that has been For Our Friends Die on the akhi&saltfish Digital Network. You've been joined by me, Kahvan, and
Brittaney.
our first ever guest, Brittaney. And I nearly said your last name then. Brittaney, she has joined us to discuss Lunar New Year not once but twice. If you want to get a more in-depth look into what it really means historically, make sure you go check out part 1. But this was all about the food, the culture, and holding ourselves to account and trying. I said I'll finish it by the end of the episode, but I'm not gonna lie. Listen, heart attack season. If you can hack that, you're better than me, you're bigger than me, you're stronger than me, and congratulations to you. And let me know your thoughts, akhi&saltfish@gmail.com. Please leave us a question, please leave us a review, and please share this with a friend because it really helps us grow. Those things called algorithms that show Brittaney all the things going on across the country to do with Lunar New Year also help this podcast grow and become bigger than ever. What is the other thing to say? We are available on Instagram at Before Our Friends Die Pod and akhi&saltfish, as well as X akhi&saltfish as well, TikTok akhi&saltfish, and that's it pretty much.
Quick note, actually.
Go on.
I saw on Instagram there is a parade in London, in Chinatown, on this Sunday. So if you're around London, go for it. It'll be a great fun, I'm sure. So I think it's around 10 to around afternoon, around 4 maybe, but it's a lovely parade. I can see already pictures. So go for it. London, if you are, enjoy it. Yeah.
And I tell you what, if you miss that announcement, make sure you tune back into the internet, if that's a thing.
Yeah.
And keep an eye out for what else is happening in the next year for Lunar New Year. It's really important, right, that we get stuck into other cultures, celebrations, and really embrace, what do they call it? Multiculturalism.
Yes. Yeah. Enjoy the food if you don't want to do anything about it. Enjoy the food.
Listen back to the episode to find out Brittany's top foods as well.
Yeah.
I recommend a fortune cookie.
Yeah, it's quite nice, isn't it?
And finally, as a final note, I hope your day is sunshine and flowers with happy thoughts to fill the house.
Yeah.
Take care. Good night.
Bye.